There we go. So I just found out I can't do a live feed to YouTube because I don't meet their parameters, which probably means because I don't have enough subscribers yet. Give it time. I've been very frustrated because a whole week has gone by and I haven't gotten any videos up because I've been fighting with the software that came in the HP laptop. It keeps saving the voiceover into a file that's for Grove Music. I don't know what that is. And then it doesn't want to share it. So I have this 9-minute section of a shopping video that needs to have a voiceover because the music was so loud, and I can't get it to take the whole file. It just does 2 minutes, and then just the other 7 just don't happen. And I cannot figure it out. I've spent 4 hours fighting with it yesterday. I've spent another 2 hours fighting with it tonight. But in between, I did get a few things listed on eBay. But I figured tonight I was going to get something up, do a live haul video, but I can't go live. So we're going to act like this is. I just won't have the chats up. But there's also good news. You know, in spite of the fact that the tree is still up, the roof is still not fixed on the porch, and my heater has not yet been replaced because I had to sign a waiver last year that I would use at my own risk because it can't be repaired anymore. But there is good news. Da-da-da! I can't wiggle too much. I am allowed to have it off for a few hours. This will be the last week. Next Thursday, I get to not have it bandaged anymore. I do still need to sleep with it bandaged so I don't curl my hand up too far, and I definitely have to work with it bandaged. There's a vein in here that swelled because I banged it, and they gave me a steroid, which then caused ligaments in my right knee to act up. So I ended up being home for 3 days, which was good in a way, because I got a lot of little stuff handled and done, since I can't lift anything big. So I got these ready to go. And I want you to understand about toys. Never underestimate those silly little PVC toys from the 90s. Okay? Do not underestimate these. Snuffleupagus. I am a first-generation Sesame Street baby, so I remember pre-Snuffleupagus. I remember when Big Bird looked freaky because he didn't have that ruff of feathers. He just had this pointed head with a couple of little feathers up top, and he was really kind of creepy. So, I want to show you what some of these are and what they're worth. You're not going to believe what some of these are selling for. You're just not. So some of these I'm going to put up as auctions, and some are just going to be flat out buy it now. And there's a lot of them, so let's get going. This is Pokey and Gumby. Still have the shine. I don't know where Mom ever got them, but there's no scratches on these. There's no paint loss on any of these. Everything's still shiny, with the exception of 2 or 3 things. These are like they're right new out of the package. Now, these are Applause and dated 1989. The two together, they should be worth $7 each, but I'm going to put the two together at an auction and start it at $7. So there's one. We're going to stick them back in the box. Now, this one took some doing. I had to get some help for a site online on a Facebook page because we all know George Jetson. Still want to know where my flying car is. It folds up into a briefcase. But I had no idea what this thing was. No idea. Weird little thing. I thought maybe with that headband, Sailor Moon. This is something called Grunchy. Now, Grunchy was from the movie, the 1990 Jetsons movie. The two of them together, they're each worth about $4 to $5 each, so they're starting as an auction as well at $7. Also made by Applause in 1990. Now, these apparently are fairly rare. These are from something called Ivy Cottage. I have never heard of it. I had no idea what these were. I had to get help from that Facebook page to ID them. Ivy Cottage from 1987. They are E.J. Taylor. And they're apparently a series of books. Now, this is Miss Biscuit. One of these is Ruby Buttons, I think her. Maybe. and the other is Violet Pickles. I don't really know which is which. But they're fairly rare, and I have all three of them, so they're going to start as an auction price of $14 because they're worth way more than that. Just one in the package sells for $18. So I don't think I'm far off starting them as an auction for all three at $14. And again, no paint loss, not a scratch, nothing. They look just like they came out. Now these are older. These are from 1980, and everything I'm finding says that these were supposed to be pencil erasers, but they're hard as a rock now. It's olive oil and Bluto. Pioneer Industries made them in 1980, so they're going to be an auction together for $5 because they both sell for anywhere from $3 to $6 individually. So we're going to put them up. Now, and I've no idea, like I said, I have no idea where these came from. They were just stuff in a bag in the master bedroom, which we've yet to get back to, part 2 for you to see anything else because I screwed up my hand. But, I've been able to pick it little things in there, and this was one of them. Okay, so we have Babar. Babar has a big, I don't know, he's not a finger puppet, but he's got a big hole in there. I don't know if he maybe had a squeak thing. But Babar, this was a giveaway from Arby's Meals. This isn't the prize, but it's going with the prize. This is the prize. A little wooden car. Now, this car is, can you see the sticker? Oh, that's right. All the words will reverse. Okay, so the sticker says Villac, made in France. These little French Babar cars. I've seen a red one. I've seen a white one. I have not seen the black one. This is the only black one I've seen. That's going to be a buy it now for $16. I'm again kind of slightly undercutting the competition of what's listed now, or at the time I did this list. But I'm also looking at what has sold and what they're worth. So I'm okay with letting it buy it now, sit there for a while. Now, this one was just, I had no idea. And I made a big mistake here. This little thing, okay, he has a number. I mean, look, guy's got plumber's crack. But he has a number. He can't quite see the number. Has a number on his back. I had no idea. And it had a scarf around its neck, which I thought was an aftermarket thing. Turns out the scarf went with it. I made a mistake. So, this is something called Little Babies. This is number 36. They were put out by Hasbro. Oh, darn, I didn't write the year down. But apparently they were like late 80s, early 90s thing. And there were, I think, 100 of them. Everyone a different pose. They came as a little white child and a little black child. And they're cute. I mean, anybody likes little babies, but I'd prefer kids when they're walking and talking. I don't really want to deal with baby. But that's going up as an auction starting at $3. Lay him in there. Now, where's Tailspin? I have Tailspin and I have Rescue Rangers. So this is Monterey Jack from Rescue Rangers. And this is Molly from Tailspin. I remembered him. I didn't remember her because I didn't really see too much Tailspin. But they're from 1991, both of them. And both of them were Kellogg's Premiums. Came from Kellogg's cereal. So cereal premiums, they can be worth a lot, but those two were so flooding of the market that it's a buy it now for $3 for the two of them. And a lot of these toys are being listed as cake toppers, which cracks me up because they weren't. They were just toys. Usually a giveaway of some kind too. So, but they're selling as cake toppers because you can put them on the cake. So the next one, because we have a lot to go through. This is Montana Max, and he flips. Get your little head in there. His ears are too big. And he flips to this thing, which is Go-Go Podo. But this is from Tiny Toons from 1990. This was a giveaway from McDonald's. That's worth about $5. Now you may think, $3, $5, that's not much, but I got a heater to pay for and a tree to cut down. So it all adds up. I mean, the potential here, we're already past $50 with what I've just said, even if they don't go any higher for the auction ones. So, Raggedy Ann and Andy Panda. Raggedy Ann and Andy had a friend that was a little panda, and apparently in 1988, they sold these, I think, I didn't write it down, but I think through McDonald's. But the ones that are selling don't list McDonald's. They say Macmillan, which was the publisher, and call it a cake topper. So he's going to start as an auction at 4. Now, she's got a fuzzy on her. I don't know much about these. So I'm putting her up as a buy it now. I could be making a mistake there because it seems like the gray mice aren't found too often. There were these things called calico critters. They're also sometimes called Sylvan families. And they're flocked, so they're all fuzzy. And apparently the mouse family now is all in white. This is the gray one, this is the daughter. So I don't know much. There's no markings on her. I had to really hunt to find out what she was. So she's going to be a buy it now for 4. Teddy Ruxpin, made by Alchemy, and he's got the posable arms. So he's another one that I can't tell if he was made in 85 or 86 by Alchemy. He's a buy it now for 8. Now these are pretty rare, so I'm going to do these as an auction, but I don't think they look that great, and I don't know how many people are going to remember them. So I'm only going to start them at 4. This is the mom, the little baby. These drove us nuts. Took a couple of times bouncing it around a Facebook page trying to figure this out. These are Berry Bears. They were a fruit snack and a cartoon in 89, 1990. So they made, I don't know, they probably marketed it all together. Made a cartoon to sell a candy, because that kind of thing was happening in the very early 90s. A lot. So that's the mama and the baby. So the auction will start at 4 because I'm not really finding too many of them. A couple people have had the mama up, but not the baby. So I'm going to put them together. Now I have Bert. Now I could not find this particular Bert playing the accordion. So he's going to be an auction and start at 3. And then Snuffleupagus is an auction and starts at 4. And the reason they're starting so low, again, is because the prices are kind of all over the place. Some start that low, others don't. Now, where is... Okay. Let's go to Disney. I have them all separated out because I've got my little list. I've got a little list. Apparently, the big thing you want to look for in these PVC vinyl figures is if they are marked, not that one, if they're marked on the bottom, I doubt you can see it. See, it says Bully, Germany. That one says applause. He's got it too, if we can get him to reflect it. Okay, those are the ones going for the premium money for a PVC figure. The Disney ones and several other PVC critters that are marked Bully, Germany, or this, most of them say Bully, West Germany. Though I found a couple that don't have the W in front of it, and they should, considering when they were made. So, I have Lady and the Tramp. And you can see how the light reflects on these. These guys are in really great condition. I'll show you the ones that aren't, because I think the paint wore off of 2 of them. But only 2. So they're going to be a buy it now for $11 each. And if she looks familiar, it's because Hagen Ronacher did do one of her. And it looks, the pose is exactly the same. Let me get my bag open. Drop you back in there. So we have them. I have, where'd he go? Where's Figment? How did I lose Figment? There's Figment. Figment says made in Hong Kong. So he's not from Bully. But he is from Epcot. The, what was it called in 1980s? The Imaginarium? It's been since 1985. My parents and my sister and her husband took me down there because they wanted to go. I was the excuse. They took me down, and Epcot only had 6 countries in it at that point in 1985. We missed seeing Spain by 2 days. But he was pretty cool. Now he's from 1982. He'll be a buy it now for $9. Now he's been in my china closet since 1985. Well, 1984. That October. September? I know, it was after school started. So, he'll be a buy it now. Robin Hood and Little John I had that were Bully, and you're not going to see them because I'm keeping them. I absolutely love Robin Hood and Robin Hood stories, and I really like the Disney Robin Hood. So I'm keeping those two. They are now in my china closet. But if I were going to sell them, the comparable is that they have sold, the Bully ones have sold for $10 each on eBay. They're not going anywhere. Now, I have, and I decided to put them all together. I have the whole family from Aristocats. You have O'Malley, who looks good. One of these is named Toulouse, because they're in Toulouse, and I don't remember the other one's name. They're all Bully. Their colors look good. His eyes look like they're a little weird. Like, these are the only ones that look a little played with. O'Malley looks perfect, and the orange one looks perfect, but not the black one. Black one doesn't have as much shine to the paint. And then we get to these two. Was she supposed to be white? I thought she was white. She's yellow. And in the creases, you can kind of see, maybe, I don't know. You can't really tell on her, on the little girl one. But Duchess should be all white, not pink. And that god-awful Pepto-Bismol pink. And you can see, like, there's a little bit of white in the chest. But I'm not seeing any white anywhere else. There's no marks. So I don't know if she was a mistake. I don't know. So I'm selling the whole family together. It's going to be an auction for $18 because that's what it's worth. And they're worth more than that, the ones that are in perfect shape. But I just can't figure her. Now, I saw a couple of other Duchess ones. I saw a yellow one. So, I don't know what the deal is there. There were other ones by Bully that were different colors. So that's her. Now, this is the only Jungle Book one I have that's from Bully Company in Germany. So, he's going to be a buy it now for $11. And where'd he go? I'm missing a dragon. Okay, somewhere around here is Pete's dragon. He might be in the bag with the Looney Tunes by accident. Pete's dragon Elliot is also by Bully. That's another buy it now for $11. Now, the other Jungle Book pieces I have are from Applause. And I'm not finding these poses for 2 of them. I'll show you the one. This is Baloo and Mowgli. These are made by Applause. I don't think they had a date. I didn't write one down. I think it's kind of cool. And again, you know, the face is perfect. You can't see it because the light's not great up close to the camera. And then you have Kaa, the coiled snake. Now, the Baloo and Mowgli would be a buy it now for $15. This particular Kaa, I thought it was Sir Hiss at first. But this particular Kaa, being all coiled like that, with the neck and tail, and being in the nice shiny condition that he is, no paint loss, he's going to be a buy it now for $18. Now, his buy it nows are all over the place. There was one that went for $26. And I can't fathom why until I realized that particular person has a YouTube channel with way more subscribers than I do. Now, these next two are rare. I could not find them, but I am going to do it as buy it now anyway. This is Junior in the walking pose. So I adjusted the prices a little bit accordingly to what I think because they're rarer pieces. So he's 14, and Shere Khan in this laying down pose, smug look on his face, he's going to be 18. Look at that smug friggin' look. Looking at you with one eye, throwing shade with the other. I always hated him. Thought he was kind of obnoxious. I like the... Oh, no! Stickers are sticking to it. I don't want to lose the stickers. They're all listed now. Now, Looney Tunes. Ah, there's Elliot. Thought so. Elliot, Pete's Dragon. Again, a bully piece. But apparently pretty common, so worth about $11. Pete's Dragon is also a movie that, until the remake, wasn't really well known. Let's get those DC comic ones separated. Okay, now we have Looney Tunes. For the love of God, tell me why this one is worth $25. Yosemite Sam, no paint loss, rim of the hat, perfect. A lot of them have wear on the rim of the hat. Not this guy. Perfect. Why is he worth $25? I have no idea. Don't have a clue. So I'm going to put him up as a buy it now for $24. Undercut the competition by $1 and see what happens. So, let's go from the bottom up because I want to show you these other ones and tell you about them. So, Sylvester and Tweety, rare pose. You know, he's putting salt on the bird. And again, a lot of these are selling because they list them as cake toppers. He's going to buy it now for $20. $20. For a kid's toy. For what we would have been given as kids' toys in the late 80s, early 90s. Now, mind you, you got to make sure, you want that top price, you got to make sure they're in really good condition. Like, they still have that nice shine, unplayed. But, you know, if they've been played with, don't expect those prices to be too much lower. They're still selling. Dancing Daffy Duck. We all remember, you know, the opening number. He and Bugs would dance across the screen. So, he's a buy it now for $10. Notice that a lot of these are buy it nows, because their prices are pretty consistent. So I feel confident to do a buy it now. The others, I either couldn't find them, or they were bouncing all over the place. So I decided to go for auctions. Or like the Ivy Cottage. They were so incredibly rare to have all three of them together. So then we have the Magician, Bugs Bunny. Also going to be a $10 one. I'm not just dropping them in the bags either. I'm just carefully laying them in there. I don't want to buff them up any. The Yosemite Sam, I'm going to do him at $24, but somebody's been selling them for $25. Porky Pig. Poor Porky gets no love. This pose for Porky Pig is only worth $5. Poor Porky. Nobody likes a little ham. So, but these are all dated from the 90s. 1990, 1991. Taz, the Tornado Topper. Now, there are other Tazes. There's a lot of Taz out there. The Tornado Topper goes for $8. So, he's going to be a buy it now, $8. There's other ones out there that sell between $5 and $8, but that seems to be the most popular one, but it's also one I didn't find too many of. That's probably why that's more popular. It's a rarer one. Now I'm going to do these two together because it just seems wrong to separate them. Then I have to admit, I'm still very tempted to keep them. Beep beep. It is Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote on his skates with an Acme rocket strapped to his back, probably going to explode. They're going to be a buy it now for $15, and I really, really am still tempted to keep them. But I looked at the difference of Robin Hood and Roadrunner and Coyote and went, I'll keep Robin Hood and Little John. I can't keep them both. Heater. I'll sell the other one. So, gotta keep that focus. I keep telling you, keep focus. My focus when the hand was all bandaged up was really limited to what could I do, and it was always deal with little stuff. But I get a lot of little stuff cleaned out. Purged emails, all kinds of stuff. So, now, this is one. Okay, I gotta find one of the, I gotta pop it apart. So, of these four, there is Petunia Pig, Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, and Taz, the Tasmanian Devil. You see a lot of them like this. A lot of them are on eBay like this. The pose with the arms up. And some of them are kind of selling, but here's the key. This is only half of it. He has a back part. These were put out in 1990. They went out in the McDonald's Happy Meals. These are the DC Comics superheroes. You have Duck as Batman. You have Petunia Pig as Wonder Woman. You have Bugs Bunny as Super Bunny. And you have Taz in a ripoff of The Flash as a tornado. So these are going to be a buy it now for $15 because I have all four. All four have their costume, which it just snaps on. And they're all like new. They really are. So they're going to be a whole set unto themselves. It's a buy it now for $15. Because I have all the parts all together, and I just since it was meant to be a set, and they only did those four, then I'm gonna keep it as a set and do a buy it now for $15. So that's the video for tonight, because I really want to get something up, and I hope to get some more haul videos. I would love to get that shopping video up, but the music part is a problem. So, like I said, if you know anything, put it in the comments. Help me out here. But I've had a lot of fun, and I'm going to try to get more consistent. My work schedule's back to being something consistent. I've been moved off third, so I'm on second shift. I'm still only short hours, which is fine. I need to heal still. Knees got to heal, and the hand's not up to full strength. But I've had a lot of fun doing this, and I look forward to continuing it. And if you like what you saw, hit that subscribe button. We're up to 26 as of tonight, which is awesome. That's very cool. But I know you like the shopping videos, and I know you like the haul videos. And they are fun to do. And I look forward to sharing the knowledge I have with you. So if you like them, hit subscribe. And if you want to get notified when a new video is up, hit that little bell. And it'll pop up on your feed in YouTube, and I know on my laptop it pops up on the screen telling me that something's come up or somebody's liked a comment or something. So you'll be able to get notifications for whatever your settings are for them of when I have a new video out. So if you like it, share it with your friends. Let's get the numbers up higher. So you guys have a good night, and I'm going to see about posting this right now, even though by now it's past midnight. But I'm going to get this sucker online. Y'all have a good weekend. Bye!